Woo. That's a foul, right? That's a foul, right? I'm good, come on.
Okay.
Good jumper, huh?
Yes, indeed! Big Brother Bear here to give you all that you want and what you need today. I'm going to explain to you why Division 1 can screw your life up, and Division 3 may be a better option for you. Hoop loud. So I don't want to assume anything. Maybe you don't know what Division 1 and Division 3 is. Maybe you don't know the difference, so I'll just put it in a nutshell, okay? When you go to college, there's some different divisions. Division 1, Division 2, Division 3, NAIA, junior college, and so on and so on, all right? Division 1 is the one that you see on TV, the March Madness, the Dickie V saying, it's awesome, baby, with a capital A. It's the glitz, the glamour, some of the bigger arenas, bigger budgets, more scholarships. The things that you see on TV. When you watch the NBA draft, the majority of those people came from Division 1. I said majority, not all of them, but majority of them came from these big powerhouse Division 1 schools. Division 3, on the other hand, is nothing like that. Division 3 is non-athletic scholarships at all. If you're going to get your school paid for, it's through some other means, but it's not through athletic scholarships. No coaches can say, hey, I like the way you play, let me go ahead and give you a scholarship. Mosquito, see that? It's a mosquito. Today I'm going to give you reasons why you should consider Division 3, because a lot of times Division 3 gets a bad rap. A lot of times people feel like Division 3 is a waste of time. A lot of times Division 3 is looked down upon. But after this video today, you will not look down on Division 3. You will actually look at it as an opportunity, actually look at it like you're being fortunate to even be able to play, because it's not afforded to everybody. Number one, the first thing that I would say that makes Division 3 better than Division 1 is Division 3 student athletes at their campuses are recognized as being student athletes. I said they are recognized as being student athletes. That means student athlete. So Division 3 is more focused on the student than the athlete side. Whereas Division 1 is focused on the athletic portion and then the student portion. You know, when you first started playing basketball, the love for the game, when you just played because you enjoyed it, you went to your different parks and recreation centers and played with a bunch of your friends. Every level that you go up in basketball, whether that be from pee-wee to middle school, to high school, to college, every level you go up, the less and less it's about basketball and fun. The less and less is about that. And it couldn't be more obvious than this contrast I'm drawing between Division 3 and Division 1. Division 1 is strictly business. It's more business. There's things that are going to be important about Division 1 basketball that are not important about Division 3 basketball. There's variables that are beyond just if you're going out there having fun and do you like playing basketball. There's things beyond that. Beyond who's the best player, beyond all that at the Division 1 level. But when you're at Division 3 level, it's the closest thing to the purest of basketball when you first got started, when you're out there playing because you loved it. Not to say that they don't want to win, not to say that they're not competitive, not to say that they don't have traditions and things they're trying to do on the basketball court, because that's not the case. They have those things. But at the most purest level of being able to play for the love of the game, that's where you're going to find Division 3. Now, if the politics and all these other things, those things rear its ugly head at the higher forms of basketball. So Division 1 basketball, NBA, like this, there's things out there that have nothing to do with the game of basketball. It have nothing to do with your love for the game of basketball. It has everything to do with other things. And the higher level you go up, the more and more you're going to see that. You're recognized as being a student athlete and not an athletic student. When you're at a Division 3 school, they know that you're not trying to make it to the NBA. Not to say that it's not possible, but the overall consensus is they know that you're not going to the NBA. So they want to prepare you more as a student. They're going to invest in you as a student. Oh, and you play sports too. And isn't that how it's supposed to be anyway? Now, when you go and play Division 1, they've invested in you as an athlete. They have some of the bigger stadiums, some of the better weight facilities. They have all these things that will prove for you to be the best athlete. but not so much the best student, even though they have libraries and things like that. When you are a student athlete at a major Division I school, you may not have time to go and use those other resources that other students are able to use, because you're there because you're an athlete first and a student second at a Division I school. But when you're at these Division III schools, it's exact opposite, and that's the way it should be anyway. You should be happy that you have the opportunity to play basketball, whatever sport you play, but realizing that the student portion of it is the biggest portion of it. Really, basketball or whatever sport you play is just the vehicle in which you get there, the vehicle in which you use to arrive to the location you're trying to get to. It's not the destination. It's just the vehicle to get to the destination. And Division III humbles you and helps you realize that. Whereas Division I, you may have haze over your eyes thinking that your sport is end all be all, and it's not. Number two, the next reason why I think that you should give Division III a shot is because Division I is not for everyone. Division II is not for everyone. Division III isn't for everyone. NAIA, JUCO is not for everyone. The thing that I've been saying on this channel over and over again is you have got to find the best fit for you, wherever that is at. But I don't want you to be chasing Division I blindly. You keep chasing cars long enough, you're gonna mess around and catch up to one. And I don't want you to catch up to this car and realize it's not what you actually wanted, and it's not something that's going to be conducive to you being the very best student athlete possible. So my thing is this: be more strategic about looking out for the best school for you. If that's Division I, then great. But if it's not, I would hate for you to get up there and find that it's not and lose all that time when you could have just went to the level that you can play at right away. So many times it is Division III. Many times it is Division II. Many times it is a prep school or a junior college. But being able to be mature about it and see it for what it is, that's tough for a lot of people. And let me say this again: this is not me trying to crush your dreams and say that you can't go to the NBA or you can't play overseas, you can't play professionally, because you can do that from any level. If they can do it from high school, then you can do it from any level. But my thing is, you have to be realistic, and I want you not to get mesmerized by what you see on TV of what Division I is supposed to be like, because let me tell you a little secret. All Division I's aren't the ones you see on TV. All Division I's don't have the best facilities. All Division I's don't have the best crowds. All Division I's don't play on TV. All Division I's don't get that. So for you to move heaven and earth trying to get that, and you get there and you realize that there are some Division II programs that have better facilities than Division I. There are some junior college programs that have better facilities than Division I. So find out what's the best fit for you, not only on the court or whatever sport you play, but just campus life in general. 3, this can be controversial, but I'm gonna say it anyway, all right? When you're playing Division III, a reason why you should give Division III a chance is because Division III, when you're playing it, they don't offer athletic scholarships. You may be saying, well, Bell, that's not a good thing. It can be, in the sense of that's less leverage that your coach has on you. I don't know if you've ever been threatened by a coach, but if you have been and you've been on scholarship, you know there is no fear in your heart quite like that kind of fear. When somebody can dictate when you eat, how you eat, and what you eat because they have you on scholarship, they talk to you a little bit differently. And I'm not saying all coaches, don't get this twisted. I'm not saying all coaches do this, but I've been in some situations, and I know of some situations of other players that coaches have used that leverage because they were on scholarship, basketball scholarship, go to their head. I remember a guy that I played basketball with, my coach threatened him because he was from Haiti, and he was saying, do you know how much money I spent to have you over here? I'm not spending this kind of money next semester if you don't produce. That kind of stuff. You don't have to worry about that at Division III because your money isn't coming from the athletics. Your money is coming from other places on campus. So that allows you to operate more even keel when you come and play the game that you love so much. Now, they can threaten your playing time, but threaten your playing time and threaten what you can eat and how you can eat and where you're going to sleep next year and all that stuff, that's a big difference. So that's a perk of being at Division III, is they have less leverage to threaten you, to intimidate you, to try to motivate you to play your hardest because they don't have those financial strings to pull. 4, the last reason that you should consider Division III instead of Division I is, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, nobody cares. Nobody cares. When it's a wrap, after your eligibility has elapsed, you're going to be more excited to be able to say you played college basketball at any level. You're going to be more excited to say that you were fortunate enough, blessed enough, privileged enough to even have this opportunity to even have this opportunity in the first place. Many of these commentators you watch on TV, many of the people that you respect on TV that give their opinion, talking heads about what they feel about the game of basketball, have never played college basketball at any level. Not to say they're any less than anyone else, but what I'm saying is you have an opportunity to play college basketball. And if you are one of the chosen one, if you are of the chosen few that have the opportunity to play college basketball, don't be so worried about where it's at, because at the end of the day, afterwards, you're going to be so grateful that you had that experience. To be able to put a team on your chest, to be able to represent yourself, your university, your family, all the blood, sweat, and tears you put in, you're going to be happy about that. More so than you went to whatever school. You're not going to be hanging your head about going Division III. You're not going to be hanging your head about going Division II. You're not going to be hanging your head about going junior college, NAIA school. You're not going to be hanging your head. You might be embarrassed if you miss out on this opportunity just because it wasn't Division I. You might be embarrassed that you had the talent, you had the skill set to go out there and play, and you chose not to because you wanted to be fancy. You might be embarrassed for that. I know I would.
This guy. Yeah, baby.